perfect sense. We are all so darn busy nowadays that the idea of going to the gym just doesn't make sense for so many of us. Or quite frankly, maybe you're not physically in a position to do so. How about being able to just simply move when you're doing anything else? I want to introduce you to a dear friend. This is Laurie Pickford.
Hi, Dan.
How's your troublesome husband?
Oh, he's keeping me busy.
I've known Laurie and I've known her husband Sean now for 27 years.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to step off of this thing and I want you to look at it. It's moving on its own. The whole concept here is very, very simple. That just by simply resting your feet on this, it will continue to move. With the old adage, remember the concept of move it or lose it? That's where we are with exercise. I can sit and watch TV. It can be under my desk.
Exactly. So wherever you are, whether you're somebody who has mobility issues, Dan,
right,
or if you're somebody who just likes to be moving even when you're forced to be sedentary. Maybe you sit in an office all day long. This you slip under your desk, put your feet on it, you're getting leg movement. You can be on a long conference call. You can be in your house eating dinner with this under the table, working on your taxes, doing whatever you do, knitting, for example. It keeps your legs engaged. The muscles of your legs are engaged and moving, and your circulation is moving. So it's a wonderful thing. And in fact, we were talking about this earlier. Do you know that 1.3 million of these have been sold in 23 territories worldwide as of October 20th of 2016?
Now, again, and we're not moving it. You just simply rest your feet on it, and it does all the work for you. Now, listen. We're not going to talk about burning calories here. We're not going to talk about weight loss. I was joking around with you earlier. I posted on Facebook last night. I'm trying to lose a couple pounds.
Right.
This is about just movement.
Right.
Just keeping you. My father is in his mid-90s.
Yay.
Yeah, and nowhere ready to slow down. But keeping him moving and keeping him active is important. And for those of us who are a little younger, I stuff myself into an office chair 8 hours a day.
And it's horrible. You sit there, you're not doing anything except with your hands and your eyes.
Yep.
Get your legs moving. Engage the muscles of your calves while you're sitting sedentary. We spend 8 to 10 hours in an office a day, people who have office and corporate jobs. It's not a fun situation to be in when you have to sit and not move. People try to get up, walk around. They even have walking desks these days.
Right, I've seen those.
You've seen those. But move your legs. Use something that you can put under the desk, that you can put right next to the chair where you watch your favorite shows at night, and get your legs moving.
Now, you have a couple different settings on this.
There's two settings. There's a low and a high, and you can also put it in an up or a down position. So you're in the down position. You can see yours is flat.
But if you elevate it.
And mine's elevated.
So it's all a matter of comfort. Again, I wouldn't take my feet off it. It's moving on its own. It's an electrical appliance. You plug it in.
It's patented technology, actually, that allows it to hold the weight of your feet and still move in a very smooth fashion. And it's quiet. It's super quiet.
Laurie, there's a fidget factor going on.
I understand.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
There's a comfortable feeling of just kind of this rhythm.
Yeah, for me anyway, it's almost enforcing me to engage my core a little bit.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So it gives you that.
And I've been doing this forever. I've never seen anything like this before.
I know, it's fantastic. And again, 1.3 million people can't be wrong. We laugh about that because in 23 different territories, that's how many have been sold since October 20th of 2016.
It's this new level.
It's the latest and greatest thing.
Passive
leg exercise. Yeah, so it's simple. You're going to plug it in. There's a 4-foot cord. You can see we have it plugged in here.
Right.
You're going to turn it on. You can put your feet on first and then turn it on. The little button is right here on the side. You can put it on setting 1 or setting 2.
Right.
And then decide if you want to have it on the floor flat or if you'd like to have it in a raised position. It's really a matter of ergonomics for you, whatever feels better.
Or it could also be the chair.
That you're in. Exactly. Look at John.
One of our guys, John, is just, he's hanging out reading. There's Marcy on the couch.
Exactly.
Whether you've got bare feet or whether you're wearing shoes, it just keeps your body moving a little bit.
It does.
And every little bit of movement helps.
It really does. And the foot plates on it are really large for men's feet. And you've got a grip that's on there as well. So your feet aren't going to come sliding off. You can see there's this little pattern that runs along the front of it. So we really thought of it. Doesn't it feel great?
It really does. And it's not like pedaling.
No.
It's not the type of exercise where you break a sweat. but it's doing the work for you, and it's just it's an interesting feeling.
It really is. It's a nice, easy glide. And again, we're talking about people who would love to be exercising or moving, I should say, when they can't, when you're stuck at work, when you're stuck in the house taking care of the kids, watching them maybe, do their crafts and arts and crafts. Maybe it's when you're in the office and you're stuck on a conference call for 2 hours. You can have this under your desk. No one will hear it. It's super quiet. And you can have it raised or lowered depending upon the chair you're in. So it really is it's a no-brainer.
Cool.
It is a cool device.
I knew this was coming in. You were on early this morning.
I was on at 4 a.m. this morning, and it was fantastic.
It was very popular.
Yeah.
And again, as we get a little older, and I remember the old adage, move it or lose it.
Right.
And it's a matter of just keeping your circulation going and keeping your blood glowing.
Right.
By the way, pretty fancy slippers there, Cleopatra.
Thank you. I'm a little dangly tail. I knew they were going to be taking the...
I was going to wear the same shoes. I'm very glad I
really
didn't.
I'm glad you didn't too.
Yeah.
But I have to say, passive leg exercise, that's what we're talking about here.
Okay.
It's engaging my calf, it's allowing my legs to move, but it's doing all the work for me. And that's really what's important here. So if you're somebody who doesn't like to, maybe it's hot outside, you don't want to go outside and walk, maybe you don't go to the gym, but you would like to get your legs moving, you can do this for hours on end. Literally.
By the way, my shoes, I think the pilgrim look is going to be big later this fall.
I think it is too. It's coming back, hopefully.
There's not enough Puritans in the fashion world right now.
Very cute, but yes. So whether you're somebody with a mobility issue or you're somebody who just wants to get your legs moving during the day, this is really for you.
I like this. I told you I'm trying to lose a little weight. I'm eating a lot more salads and walking until it dawned on me that's what elephants do.
Oh, Dan.
It's not a great plan.
You poor baby. You poor baby.
You're the best.
Love you, Dan.
Thank you, my friend. Oh, Jill, I noticed that you have found our dear Fred, Mr. Wonderful.
I have, Dan. Hi, everybody. Just wanted to give you a little sneak peek of what's coming up with Kevin O'Leary. Of course, you know him from Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful. Back with really your largest assortment of wines ever for QVC.
6 different.
In honor of our birthday.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And these are 2 of my new ones.
Okay.
It was so successful last time, Moscato. Wait till you try this.
Yeah.
Perfect for summer. I say pair it with an ice bucket. You can't believe how delicious that is. Just enough sweetness.
Oh, that's so nice.
And crisp at the end.
Really good.
And wait till you try my Meritage. This is a famous blend of my best reds.
But this is different than your other Meritage, correct?
This is completely different.
So is it a different blend then, Kevin?
A slight change. I've enhanced it. I consider this better. This is probably the best Meritage I've ever made. I mean, I'm getting better and better as a winemaker. That's the key.
That's
Isn't it
delicious.
Gorgeous? Oh,
delicious. So 6 wines coming up a little bit later on. Dan will get to try them too. So don't go anywhere. And if you've never tried the O'Leary wines before, I have to tell you, I purchased your last Today's Special Value with the rosé.
Yes.
Just had it out on the deck of our beach house recently.
Thank you.
It was enjoyable.
I tell everybody, if it's about wine, I've got your back.
It's true.
Yes.
It's true. He'll
Thank
take
you.
good care of you. And be sure to check out this special QVC birthday special offer from Kevin coming up in just a little bit. But here's Dan with a little bit more. I'm not sure what you have coming up, Dan. What do you have? Oh, a phone. Here, I'll give you a call.
And by the way, you won't want to miss the presentations with Kevin. His wines are exceptional. And I'm no wine connoisseur, but amazing. How many of us miss our flip phone? Flip phones became kind of uncool and everybody went to the smartphones. Well, how about the idea of a flip phone that is a smartphone? All the capabilities the kids brag about, all the fun stuff, being able to take the photographs, get your GPS, all of it. But now we have the comfort of something that we remember. The old adage, old becomes new again. This has been remarkably popular. Now, here's another reason. How would you like to get rid of your cell phone bill, never pay a long distance fee, never have a credit check, never have all those things that are frustrating with the cell phone, because now you're going to work with TracFone, the #1 prepaid cellular and wireless provider in America at a price of less than $80. It's a $193.16 value, and it'll get better every time you use it. Why? Because you're going to get triple your minutes for life. When everybody else buys 60 minutes of minutes, you'll get 3 hours worth for the same amount of money. The phone by itself sells for $87. Our price tag is $79. We add in then 1 year of airtime